Welcome back to my road to completion guide for Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered. This is episode number 6. At the end of episode 5, we had found a collectible in this location, so we're picking up exactly where we left off. We just want to run down this path. At the end of the path, the game is going to show us our next objective. What we have to do is climb up the side of a waterfall, cross the waterfall, and then climb down the other side, and then of course go to our next objective. On the way, we're going to be picking up a collectible. It's called the gold, I think it's called the gold Tairona Pendant, I believe. It's going to be treasure 7 of 61. Going to trigger another cutscene here. You guys can skip that if you want. And then you'll see here that we're getting into chapter 3, a surprising find. Then if you guys keep looking to the right, that area will eventually open up, and that's the platforming section that I was telling you guys about earlier. And we have another little tutorial that we need to go through here. It's basically just teaching you guys how to use vines. See the vine there in front of us? So you just ledge up. There's 2 ways to use these vines. One way is that as soon as you hop on the vine, you're holding in the direction that you want to swing, and you use that initial momentum from the jump to carry you through to the next platform. I'll show you that here. Notice. I'm going to jump, but I'm going to hold left on my thumbstick and then just hit X. See how I just use that momentum to carry me over? But if for whatever reason you guys lose momentum, you just want to rock that left thumbstick left to right until you get the momentum that you need, and then you can make it to the next platform. All right, and now we're just looking for the treasure that I talked about earlier. Remember, this is going to be your 7th treasure out of 61. I'm going to use that vine to get to the platform. When you climb up twice here, don't go left, go right. You go left, you're advancing, toward the story to the next objective. If you go right, you will find this treasure. Again, that's going to be treasure 7 of 61. I made a point when I was recording this series to leave the treasures up on screen for a few extra seconds because I know many of you follow my guides on mobile devices, and it's hard for you to get into the description sometime and click on the timestamps and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that you guys could see where the treasures were if you were just skimming through the video. And here we are, we finally made it to the, I guess it's not the top of the waterfall, but it's close enough. We made it to this second platforming section. Now we have to work our way down the left side of the waterfall. So this is just showing you guys that you can ledge down by hitting O. There's actually a quicker way to do this, which I will demonstrate for you guys once we get into the speed run. But for now, we'll just do it legit. Hop over, and then boom, ledge all the way down. And at this point, we want to pick up another treasure. It's the gold and turquoise Inca earring. It's going to be your 8th treasure of 61, and it's all the way at the end down there, guys. You'll see it flashing. Again, that's going to be treasure 8 of 61. After you guys pick up the treasure, we're going to be going inside of the U-boat. I'm not going to be doing commentary throughout that section because there's not too much to talk about. But once we leave the U-boat and we skip the next cutscene, I'll be showing you guys how to pick up 2 trophies, Brutal Brawler and Brutal Expert.
When was your last tetanus shot?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm in.
What do you see?
Something nasty happened to these guys. There's blood everywhere. And soup.
What?
Oh. I think the trail just got warm again.
How so?
Well, I just met a guy with pockets full of Spanish gold. Only the coins are stamped with a mint mark I've never seen before.
You're kidding me.
Looks like our German friends had a little secret. Cozy. That's probably bad.
So let's talk about Brutal Brawler and Brutal Expert. So notice at the bottom of the screen we have the tutorial, square, triangle, square. And it's also going to give you guys some prompts between each button combination. So as soon as you hit square for the first time, it's going to tell you at the bottom to hit triangle. You hit triangle, and it's going to tell you at the bottom to hit square. So it freezes time and allows you to learn how to get that brutal combo. So this is a perfect spot for farming both of these trophies. Now the most efficient way to do this is to keep loading your game. Just like back in episode 1, we were farming for those headshots, and I told you guys, hey, in episode 3, you know, you're going to have your 250 headshots, but on the way, if you're loading your game each time, you're going to be getting credit toward the Survivor Trophy for killing 75 enemies in a row without dying, because all the kills are cumulative, right? That's going to be the same thing that happens here. You want to keep loading up your game. You also want to make sure that you're actually getting credit for a brutal combo. Let me tell you guys the trick, and I'm going to show you in this next clip. I wanted to make sure that I included this because I knew it was going to be confusing for some of you guys. Notice here, I get the tutorial prompt, but then I kill him in one hit. Now, why did that happen? It happened because I was sprinting when I hit square for the first time. So the trick is to turn this corner and then stop. Now you have to be far enough down the path so the enemies behind you can't shoot you, but this enemy doesn't have a gun. So you wait for this enemy to come to you, okay? You want to be stationary. Then when the enemy gets close, you start your brutal combo, square, triangle, square. If you do that 5 times in a row, you don't mess up like I showed in the gameplay, right? You do it 5 times in a row, Brutal Brawler and Brutal Expert will both pop back to back. If you mess up at any time, you have to start the count over again and do another 5 in a row. And if on the 3rd one you accidentally drop kick this fool, you gotta start all over again from 1. Now, this is very important. As soon as these 2 trophies pop, do not advance down this path, because if you do, you're going to trigger another checkpoint, okay? We need this checkpoint to exist once we get to episode 7, because there's another trophy we want to work on called Brutal Slugger. In order to get that trophy, we have to kill 20 enemies with the Brutal combo. Now you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and pick up the Brutal Slugger trophy now. You do not have to wait until you watch episode 7 for that. If you guys want to go ahead and farm the Brutal Slugger trophy, all you have to do is kill 20 enemies with a brutal combo. So if you did this perfectly, you've only killed 5 enemies, you've gotten the Brawler trophy and the Expert trophy. Now you just kill 15 more. Remember, stay stationary, square, triangle, square. You guys will qualify for the brutal combo, and that'll knock out the Brutal Slugger trophy for you guys. And when you reach episode 7, you only have to focus on the last trophy in that episode, which is Master Ninja. So just wanted to make you aware of that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. See you in the next one. Be good.